Let me ask you
Where'd
another
you go next?
There's another Walking Dead question. When it first came on FX, when they were advertising it, I'm like,
AMC,
I'm so excited. AMC. Really,
I've seen him watch it. Like, he has watched
American movie classics? That doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
I've seen him read the comic.
They don't make television shows. What other television show have they? I know. Okay.
You ever seen the classic movie, The Walking Dead TV show?
When I saw when I saw the ads coming, I think like an idiot. I was like, "Oh, I'm so excited! I'm gonna catch up on I'm gonna reread the trade paperbacks that I have," which it was a dumb move because the first season was a pretty faithful, rigorously faithful adaptation to the point where I was like,
so you were reading the comics, you were bored?
I was like, well, no, I was reading the comics in advance of watching the show.
I see. Yeah.
Because I was watching the TV show, I was like, well, I already know that guy's racist. I read that. That's all. Then I got excited when it started deviating. I was like, oh, they're going to deviate. Was there a big conversation about that? And what side were you on? And how did that go?
No, it's a weird process because I'm in the writer's room a lot more on the earlier seasons. And, they're talking about well, we can't do this because that didn't really work. Oh, sorry, Robert. it worked fine, but so it's a little awkward sometimes. But I really enjoyed it, and it's very humbling to be in a room of writers that are picking apart the thing that you wrote and trying to turn it into a TV show. I think the only way I was able to keep my sanity is because I started Walking Dead when I was 23, and then I'm like 28 or so when the show started, and so it was stuff that was 5 years in my rear view, and so I could be like, yeah, look, that didn't work.
That probably kept you from punching them in the face. It was just the self-loathing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then, and I was always the one that would push to change things because I don't know if I'm an asshole or what, but I love being surprised, and it's one of the things I enjoy most out of my entertainment. Like when I don't see something coming, that's when I'm like, that's the best stuff.
I wish I had paid an actor to be dressed as a zombie and come lumbering out here right now behind you.
Just to scare me?
Yeah.
I ain't scared of zombies. But
it wouldn't surprise you. It probably happens all the time on these panels.
We could have had Rob come out there and do a zombie bit and come and...
Yeah. Instead of doing this,
Rob, what's going on? You're.
Let's bring Rob on.
Well,
let's bring Rob Schraub on. So anyway, Robert, let me tell you about what I did in Laguna Beach.
Let's hear it.
Well, Rob sits here.
Well, okay. So you're so ostensibly.
Imagine Jimmy Fallon going, "Let's bring on Dick Cavett. Dick Cavett, come on here. There we go." So anyway, let me talk to everybody else but Dick Cavett.
What? That doesn't make any sense. And you're also, I've been talking to this fucking guy about Walking Dead for the last 5 minutes. Will you roll your eyes within my eye shot?
I'm in your eye shot?
You're being
I'm in your eye shot?
Whatever you directors call it. I don't give a fuck. Fucking art school pussies. Sorry, Robert.
That's okay. I can feel you rolling your eyes, man. It's not kind.
I wasn't rolling my eyes.
Field of view. That's what it's called. Anyways, Schraub, you're equal parts mad that I'm talking about Laguna Beach and that I'm talking to our guest, Robert Kirkman. So I don't think you're a hero here. Let's not high road me about my hosting skills.
Okay.
If I do an in-depth Charlie Kaufman, what do you call him? What's it? Charlie Rose? Kaufman. Charlie Rose interview with Robert Kirkman. You're gonna be more sad than all the Laguna Beach anecdotes in the world would make you. You'd be incensed.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Well, I don't know. What do you mean?
I got one of those bidet toilet seats that you have, but it won't
won't
fit on my toilet.
You got a bidet?
It doesn't fit on my toilet.
It didn't fit on the toilet.
You got to make
Kirkman, do you use a bidet?
Come on.
Went to a hotel that had a bidet.
Whoa.
And did not enjoy that.
Do you have a fancy bathroom?
No, not really.
Whew.
Just too wet.
So there's an attachment you can put on your existing toilet.
You take your toilet
It's a new
seat
toilet
off
seat.
that comes with the toilet, then you
Right.
put the new one on. It's got it's a heated seat.
Because I've been on yours, and yours is like this weird, like it plays you music, it massages you. There's a lot of buttons on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm very.
I need to upgrade. I need to take it to the Bidet Apple store and upgrade that shit. Get me some new apps.
You know what you guys share as artists is a very storyboard style.
Whoa.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks.
So I don't care much for bidets.
So what happens is you put a thing on, you take your toilet seat off, you put this piece of machinery on it, and there's
Yep.
a little hose that shoots water up your butt.
Yeah.
It's more of a nozzle.
It's a nozzle.
Yes.
It's like
How
an
do you-
upside down spray bottle.
How do you work on the aim of those things? I mean, I was at a hotel.
Well,
I
you do a
imagine you
little
can
bit of,
adjust, but
You
so
got to
gotta
rock
kinda-
it back and forth if you,
you
want
gotta-
to get like the
Oh,
full
you move
experience.
during it. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's what I was doing wrong.
in
You don't have to, but I do.
Robert.
Well, you're a master. I'm
Robert,
sure.
I was in India recently, and
a lot of bidets in
a lot
India.
of bidets, but not. Cause we stayed in very like. Because it was an English colony for so long, very, very westernized hotels. So there were no bidets in the hotels we stayed at. But a couple of the places we went to, like nice restaurants in nice areas. In the men's room, I'm assuming the women's room too, there was just a hose, like a garden hose, with like a nozzle, a squeeze nozzle.
Yeah.
And it's just laying on the floor next to the toilet, and like, there's no paper.
That's not clean.
There's no paper at all. So you're supposed to get up and just hose off your butt, and then you got a wet butt, and you pull your pants up. Or do you just drip dry? Like there's people outside waiting to hose off their butts.
You just bring non into the bathroom with you.
You bring. Oh, you see now that's. I see. I bring some papadum.
Is that not okay?
I bring the papadum.
That's a
It's a little lighter and flakier.
That must be some good Indian food if they got like
Hoses for your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's food so spicy you're going to want to hose your asshole.
yeah.
You'll hose off your
But given the choice between a roll of toilet paper and you can't have both. Given a choice, you choose water.
I'm talking about restrooms at nice restaurants that had no paper at all anywhere, and like you couldn't even go and get a paper towel and bring it into the thing with you. You had a hose on the ground
Right.
that presumably everybody that's ever taken a poop there has recently used.
Oh.
And you got to.
Well, you don't stick it up your butt.
You stand up and you rinse your asshole off. But like it looked dry, so people know how to do that without spraying down the whole building.
Well, because they haven't had a toilet paper culture for like from rich to poor. Like they just don't use toilet paper.
But then somebody help me out.
Into a hole.
Into the toilet bowl.
Have you seen Slumdog Millionaire? It goes to India.
Yeah, but like it didn't look wet. And people had been pooping in there. I mean, obviously they know how to do it delicately. But then my main thing is now you got a wet butt and a wet crotch, and then you just pull up your wet poopy drawers and
But they're not poopy, they're just
back
wet
to
now.
have desserts.
Ostensibly, they're just wet. Come on, we've all taken a big giant shit and then gotten right in the shower, right? At least once.
God, yeah.
You have to.
Just for the thrill of it.
Have
And you
to
just
get
go
right
like,
in the
you know
shower.
what? Not wiping.
Yeah.
Gotta take a
wait,
shower
no.
anyway.
No.
No?
I've never done that.
All right, then I haven't either.
No, you haven't
Yeah,
done that.
Not me. Not it.
Not you, Kirkman. Come on.
No,
Look at
sorry.
us.
No.
I've taken a bath. I've taken a shit so bad that I then had to take a shower afterwards, even after I've cleaned up. Just
Yeah,
because
but that's
like,
after
there's
the
no
wiping.
way. There's no way I've handled this.